Hey guys, Rinji here. Once again, bringing you the worst out of the VTuber community. And don't you just love when you step away from the computer, when you go to sleep or do any other stuff, and you encounter the situation that you know is just gonna get worse when you leave? And that's what happened today. How do we call this? PewDiePie 2 Electric Boogaloo Free Part 4? Something like that, but this one's much dumber since no actual gamer word was said, as despite what the title might imply. But let's get right into it. This is a story of a Loli VTuber who decided to make a gamer word joke that made a lot of people upset. Let's see what this was about.
No! I'm checking my hand privilege. Oh no, I'm privileged. He is racist? Oh no, I'm racist. I'm gonna say the gamer word. Please, retweeters, please don't cancel me. I'm sorry. Wait, how to start crying?
And that was it. Just a reference and a censored bleep. That was enough to make a lot of people upset. Where this thing was posted was also pretty interesting, as the account that supposedly is made to showcase unedited clips of VTubers, and it was made, to my knowledge, it was made yesterday, and it only has that one clip on it, as well as a Morika Liopi retweet, where she shoots the lake in Resident Evil 4 Remake. And that's it. Why was this created? Well, let's get right into it. Maybe you'll find something out. But first, there's some reactions to read. Cringe racist being cringe anyways, and everyone gonna give her attention, the attention she wants. There's nothing gamer about what she said. Dude, it's always the Loki VTubers. It's the Norse god of lies VTubers. I guess that was meant to be Loli, but whatever. Miyu is a true gamer, more like someone who's desperate for attention. Yikes. Worse things to be mad about. I am go about and be mad about this too. And if you're black, that's fine. You don't have to be black to be upset by this. Would be a bit silly if you weren't. The word doesn't affect you like if you're not. It doesn't affect others in the same way, but I still know what the word means, what it's used for, and still hate it. Just because I'm not black doesn't mean I can't notice racism and hate it when it happens. Weird how this newly created account has this one of their only posts. A VOD taken out of context for purpose of directing hate at this VTuber. Guessing you're the same person that's been stalking her these past few months? Pretty sure this is enough context. There is no context, that's the thing. The whole clip itself is ripped from the VOD that is no longer available unedited. She in fact didn't say a gamer word. No tweets made at all before uploading an instigation bait clip from a niche indie VTuber using the hashtag. Prove to the audience that you aren't this VTuber but on a separate account. In the most respectful way, why would she try to ruin her career? Please enlighten me why you think this is her. A lot of people try to get cancelled on purpose because, as the saying goes, all publicity is good publicity. It's interesting how there's two different parties and they both assume different thing. One that it isn't her, that it's someone meant to go on her case and cause trouble for her, and the others think it's her and she's just trying to garner attention via rage baiting. More. Me when another controversy farming VTuber appears. It's fantastic. He ain't gonna fuck you, little bro. Yo, this shit was clipped down from her VOD. 1. This isn't clip available on Twitch. Person downloaded the VOD with the intentions of doing this. 2. Very out of context. Additional context before this conversation was removed. 3. No one is dumb enough to do this to themselves. What is her name? I want to see the original clip in context. VOD was taken down sadly, because the game she was playing showed intense nude stuff, but I was there for it. Would you say she is a racist? No, as a black person, there's a worse things she can say and do. There's worse things happening in the world. Okay, I don't feel that a lot of people get offended by words too easily nowadays. Like, there's worse things happening right now. I could care less right now. Did she just say the N-word? You already know the deal. The deal dogs the racists. When you spend thousands on a nice model only to realize you're not funny and genuinely entertaining, so you have to resort to lazy 2016 rage bait content. Okay, firstly, the game award is a fucking slur. Stop being cute about it and call it what it is. Secondly, you're weird if you think it's okay. Finally, you can block me if you did this for others, but you just be coward behind a Loli model. I'm tired of being nice with this. I mean, the person doesn't know you in the first place. And she didn't post the clip herself, but a lot of you assume she did. Can you just stop being racist for 1 minute? Yes, I am talking about this. I usually just block and move on, but it's starting to get on my nerves how often this is happening recently. Oh boy, another VTuber farming controversy because all publicity is good publicity, right? You're picking some low-hanging fruit if you think this is entertaining. If you're gonna be racist, at least be funny. Not saying racism is acceptable. Personally, I was more shocked after being called a watermelon warrior. I think that's a lot worse. But then again, context matters when it comes to things like slurs. Words alone on their own shouldn't have this much power, and specifically they shouldn't make people this upset just because they're uttered and made fun with or about. It's so strange. Sensibilities are all over the place with this subject. I'm starting to see a pattern here, post shown though. LMAO, need to stay in preschool. Nah, for real. A lot of people I know, including myself, were following this VTuber. I think they just randomly decided to start saying this kind of stuff. Because I wouldn't normally follow someone like this, and I don't think my moods would either. You wanna be this bitch so fucking bad, and it shows. More shown though. For your information, these jokes are unacceptable in any context, especially after you weaponized me, a friend of color, to call out people on your behalf that did the exact same thing. Also, if you need to send 3 paragraphs of explanation for a joke, you know it was plain fucking wrong. Whoa, another racist white VTuber. I'm so surprised and disgusted. This is the saddest attempt at dark humor I have ever seen in my life. Major Tiki, I'm so bad vibes. I've got a dark sense of humor, says something to shock. If you're going to make dark jokes, at least be original, clever, don't rely on cheap tricks. 100%. This offends me. Like, it is so unfunny, it makes me mad at it. It's like mocking, not dark humor. She's 100% mocking. I was being sarcastic about my dark humor comment. This is why I avoid her community and others like it, because stuff like this is annoying and makes me uncomfy. 100%. See, that's also the weird part about quote-unquote dark jokes, edgy humor on Twitter and other social media where people are overtly sensitive to topics like this. It's only dark humor and it's only edgy jokes that I find acceptable as long as they do not offend me. Unfortunately for you, everything can be a joke. No matter how egregious, no matter how dark it gets, everything can be a joke. And whether you handle it or accept it's down to your own sensibilities. So you can't just simply dismiss things like this just because you find them uncomfortable. It is an edgy joke for someone, and to be completely honest, it's not even that edgy. It's just referencing something. Really, to label someone a racist, you need a lot more than just singular words said for the purpose of humor. You need intent and you need direction. You need a lot of things for someone to be racist. It's way too easy to be labeled as something bad nowadays, and people just run with it. It wasn't even funny, nor in a funny context. That's not humor, it's just being dumb. Agreed. There's being racist as a joke, and there's claiming to be joking to defend being racist. There's a difference, and this bitch clearly didn't understand it. 100% whole thing made me cringe. I mean, she's laughing at the overtly sensitive people while not even saying it, just making a reference. Let's move on. This is so disappointing. Pretending like you're saying it doesn't make it okay or a joke. It isn't. It just isn't funny. Why is it always the same loli stereotype that talk like this? Can't y'all be original or anything? Well aware you don't even hear the word. It's just a beep, and this is them making a joke, but it's also a shitty joke, done to death by rage baiters. And honestly, get some skill and talent so you can be talked about without resorting to shit like this. The skill and talent from comment from this particular VTuber, Hutulu, is a bit hilarious since they stream to mostly nobody, and you know, I won't go into much more detail, but they are constantly seen in drama posts like this, and there's even cases of them trying to accuse someone of racism just because they have a Twitch option, and as a redeem that allowed their model to get darker, like, you know, get into the shadows, that kind of thing. And that was enough for this particular VTuber to accuse another VTuber of racism and quote-unquote blackface. You sometimes really have to look into the people that get the most offended. They're usually the most egregious of offenders when it comes to going after people for basically nothing. Boo, corny tomato, tomato throwing tomatoes. Loli VTubers, quit trying to be pick-me's and 4chan suckers. Challenge impossible. The recent month of me being in the VTuber community has shown me that some of y'all are so starved for attention that you target the most rancid ass grasp for hate mobbing and hate groups to get your 2 days of Twitter clout. Make better content and do better. This account was created this month, has only made one tweet, and makes a post on a niche indie VTuber that I never knew before this. I'm convinced it's actually her on a side account making this tweet to gain hate clout. Insane. Well, you have no evidence for this one way or the other. Just fucking say it without censorship at this point if you don't care. At least wear the label of being racist proudly if you're gonna play around. I know this isn't the kind of stuff I retweet like at all. I'm a big believer of not retweeting things like bigots do, so don't give them attention, but this is so fucking annoying. If $100 for every pasty gremlin with daddy issues hiding behind a loli model saying slurs on stream for attention from incels. I've recently enough to pay this month's rent. Jesus fuck. I can smell the attention-seeking energy. Sad. Ew, that video makes me violently uncomfortable, like trolling, but just no. It's just no. VTubers should show their faces, especially these kinds. Like, they gotta start getting decked just for saying some stupid shit, being behind the garbage ass little anime girl that loses froth at the mouth over. Please grow up, or go to hell. I don't know. Bait instigator VTubers are weird. Maybe their content is dying and they need a boost in engagement, so they're pulling straws for attention. Also, 30+ mutuals of mine follow this person. And what the fuck is this clip? All I'm hearing is this. I'm a flop and I need to pay my rent by pandering to racists and 4chan incels who support me because it works for other loli VTubers in the VTuber community. These opinions are fucking fantastic. The misinterpretation of someone's content and the audience. Oh boy. It's literally just bait. This VTuber is literally going through the checklist of shit to say to garner attention. I'll bite though. You'll see the audience that these VTubers garner by doing this. I'm not even going to add them for the attention they want so bad. Edgy. I hope like hell the more I grow, the more engagement I get. Over 21k followers, and you get 30 average likes on posts. This just reeks of jealousy and Twitter blue user, which he is. That's just gross. Like, just why? Promise me now that I ever stoop the level, just turn off my internet forever. You can just smell their desperation through the screen. Who are they so I can block them? Me whoopee. It's so unoriginal too. Like, if you're going to be an awful person, can you just please just make your own awful jokes? Why is everyone going ballistic over a goddamn bleep? Yeah, why? Again, overtly sensitive people. Did this person come straight out of pre-2016 internet? It reeks of tryhard rage baiter from early YouTube and 4chan. Hope they cut this shit out soon before it leaves a smear on the rep once they decide to grow up. Portrait's tweets fell for it. Probably didn't even watch the clip to realize a textbook joke, XD. Bro, shut up, these jokes aren't funny. It's just a joke. You're strangely sensitive. Have you thought about taking some meds for your terminally online illness? Okay, so tell me then, what's the punchline of the joke? Give me a brief but detailed explanation of the joke that I'm sensitive over. The joke is that she's making fun of overtly sensitive people while beeping a word that can be anything. A gamer word that's reversing a slur, but could be anything behind the beep. That's the fucking joke. Jesus. Bleep sound effect. Easy bait joke. 8 out of 8. Again, not funny. Didn't laugh. If she wanted attention, she could have, I don't know, gotten a personality. Perhaps even getting better at keeping people entertained. She sounds like a boring, sad, pathetic Loli who got desperate. And so that is what she always will be. Lame. You, on the other hand, lack skill and talent as well if you're eating her shit up like it's your last meal. Hope her shit keeps you full. I thought jokes were supposed to be funny. You all see how this account was made this month and only has one tweet with no likes? This account is probably her, lol. I mean this in the most derogatory way possible. When I mean I can look at someone that's never interacted or even talked with a black person in their entire life that does this and thinks, yeah, we're gonna piss off the colored folks with this one. You didn't, lol. Hehe, this blew up. Follow me, I'm actually funny. There's something ironic about critiquing rage bait for in order to get attention, and then using the same rage bait when it quote unquote blew up with 54 likes to get attention. So I guess you just like to use what you perceive as racism to get attention too. People are so fucking weird, man. Her and other streamers like her make me so uncomfortable. Honestly, Loli VTubers like her are so fucking annoying. Like I want someone with a personality. As much as I like, ooh, cute girls, there's a point where there's too much. Like they want to preach being wholesome and cute and then are racist and transphobic. Bitch, go back to preschool. Literally. Where did the transphobia now come from? I guess tacking everything on at this point is good enough because you're already taking her down, yeah? Right? The racist Loli VTubers have got to be made in the factory somewhere. Step up the racism, please. Please, this shit is so boring. And that's it. I bet this post is gonna get a lot more attention. It's just gonna keep going and going until more people get offended and then they move on into a different thing. But yeah. Get serious for a moment and to reiterate, racism requires a lot more than just joking about a slur. Racism requires intent. It requires certain actions to be taken by a specific person in order to be labeled as racist. It needs prejudice. That's one thing. I haven't seen any prejudice. I haven't seen any intent to offend in the way that's racist. I've only seen a dumb joke about a gamer word that's bleep out. Twitter is ridiculous, but that's the content you're here for. But for now, that's everything, and I hope to see you on the next one.